Hey everybody, welcome back to the Adventure Archive, Dragonbane. Yes, my mic level is working. Let me know, guys, in the chat if everything sounds okay. I know sometimes it can be hit or miss around here. But before we begin, let me check the chat. We got Bunny Cat Likes here, welcome. We got Zara Truel here as well, hello. Das is verboten. You've been joining all the streams lately. Thank you for joining and commenting. Appreciate the comments. Yeah, Bunny Cat Likes is cooking some fried okra. Will be my substitute popcorn for tonight's episode. Just some irrelevant information. Enjoy. Who else we got? Is that it right now? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay.
She's probably playing Skyrim too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Still playing the old Skyrim, huh?
Yep.
The algorithm gods must be appeased. Oh, speaking of which, like the stream, please. Or the VOD, whatever you're doing. And let me thank some people. So first, got to thank Patrick for the amazing, elegant Foundry system that he has created. Both the system itself as well as all the modules. And so I appreciate it, man. And got to thank Noel as well as Andreas for the music we're listening to. We're actually listening to the official Dragonbane soundtrack. This is my go-to just on the road music. I know that's why you guys hear it all the time. But I swear I'll mix it up if it's appropriate. And I guess that's it. So we'll do a brief recap and get this thing going. So last time, it's been a few sessions of just RPing and sus behavior, things like that. So it's been a lot of fun. Oh, Grandpa's here. What's up, Grandpa? You need to watch The One Ring. You should. Matt's running that. It's a blast. It's a new system that I've never played. It's a lot of fun. I think we got maybe 1 or 2 episodes left. We'll see how it goes for the starter set. But anyway, you guys have been traveling for a few days now, going up this western road, heading to the Old Barrows with 2 fellows, one named Falundrus, one named Ivil. And really nothing has happened crazy eventful. I guess I forgot about the ladies on horseback. So you You met some strange ghostly ladies on horseback. You also found a glade of creepy glowing mushrooms that put people to sleep and make them feel content. But then after that, you guys left, met back up with camp, had some more conversations as usual, took some sneaky watches, and Dagwood was kind of taking a sneaky watch as well, even when other people were taking sneaky watches, because everyone thought he was playing dead, basically, after they brought him back from the mushroom glade. And the very last thing, or one of the last things that happened was Gwydion was having a conversation with Falundrus, and he told him that he gave him an ultimatum, or, well, a threat, I guess, or a promise, however you look at it. He said that if any harm befalls his friends, being Brian, Dagwood, Virgil, etc., he will kill him, because he has been thinking about killing him for many days and many nights. And Falundrus basically said he understood, and they parted ways. And then I think we ended the episode with Dagwood staring into the fire right as the sun is coming up. And so I guess that's where where we will start everything. I think that is where, right? I don't think you guys had breakfast, right? If I remember correctly. You guys have been, there's been a lot of meals, so I couldn't remember. Okay, so we'll begin there. The sun is rising. The birds are waking. Fresh dew all over the grass around you. The fire is dying, of course. Falundrus and Ivil are already breaking camp. They're getting things ready. Falundrus is cooking something. It's a little bit lighter. It's not the fancy bacon and eggs business you guys have had so far. It's a much more minimal breakfast. There's some very lean game, maybe a rabbit, something of the kind that he's cooking. It still smells delicious. And he's strangely quiet. He's been a very talkative gentleman this entire time. But he's quiet, kind of twirling the rabbit in the fire, staring at it, seemingly hypnotized by the fire, while Ivil is kind of gathering things. So what are the rest of you guys doing? I believe everybody except Dagwood was inside the tent, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And then we took a rest.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you guys all click the shift rest button.
I am definitely also... Well, no, I guess I'm not in an unusual mood. I'm kind of always broody, huh? I'm brooding more than usual.
Yeah, I said it varies.
I'm also like you could tell there's tenseness about me, and because
you're on the peak
really
of your
stuff.
Yeah, you're on the peak of your brooding sine curve right now.
Yeah,
so you just have kind of like it's a wave, and you're at the top of it. Okay.
Yeah, my weakness is alerting.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys? Dagwood, I guess, is awake. He's no longer playing dead. Brian and Virgil, you're still in the tent, I believe.
Yeah, Brian's going to nudge Virgil and ask him, so I'm pretty sure you collected some mushrooms, is that right?
Oh, that's right.
From the creepy mushroom glade.
That's right. Mushrooms of the creepy variety. He's gonna pull them out of his pocket.
Okay. So, Woody and I were talking last night about how sus these guys are, and we were trying to come up with an idea for how to incapacitate them so that they don't potentially kill us. And I have a hunch that maybe these mushrooms, we could slip them into the breakfast. Maybe. See if it makes them sleep. But if that doesn't work...
Sleepy breakfast. I like it.
If that doesn't work, I was planning on trying to lure them to the mushroom field and get him to sleep there. But maybe sleepy mushroom breakfast will work.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, Dagwood, as you take these mushrooms out and inspect them, you have a few that have gold caps, and then a few that have amber caps. And the cap of these mushrooms are slightly different. The gold ones are more broad and flat, and the amber ones are more peaked, kind of narrow and tall. And I guess it would, if you guys want to try to identify them in any way, it would probably be a bushcraft roll.
I'll try.
So this is Brian and Virgil in the tent that are doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the tent. Oh, man.
They look great. I'm just going to eat them myself.
Oh, man. Yeah, so as you're inspecting them, you get a little too close, you're like, I can't focus, I can't. And some of the spores kind of like cloud up in your nose. And I forgot the poison rules.
Usually has a potency.
Yeah, it's a
and
potency, and I can't remember, do you roll a will against it or constitution against it?
It's con.
It's con.
Yeah.
And then you got to roll against the potency. Okay, give me a con roll, Brian. Okay, so they go up your nose. It kind of gets scratchy, and you sneeze, but that's all that happens.
Okay.
So close.
She just falls asleep. Let's see. How's your sleight of hand?
Just ask him.
I am pretty okay.
I have some. Yeah, I know. How do you say it without Yeah, he's above average. He's a little sleight of hand. His hands are slight. So Gwydion, are you out of the tent by now, or are you inside the tent?
No, I'm outside the tent.
You're outside? Okay, sorry, Virgil, you were going to say something?
Well, I was just going to say, they won't see it.
So I think that while they're in the tent and before anybody kind of like shows up, because we've kind of left Dagwood, he was sitting on the log, staring into the fire as the sun is coming up, and the parting shot that we left him at was like the flames reflected in his eyes as he's kind of like staring, intently at the flames. Mm-hmm. I think at this, like while they're discussing that, I think it would be it starts to preemptively make breakfast. Okay. And so while you guys are talking, maybe you start smelling things cooking, the scent of like meat cooking or that kind of thing. And
yeah, you do see Philandris. He is like I said, he's cooking some kind of game animal, like a rabbit or something on a spit. So you're going to join him at the fire, cook.
Yeah. So yeah, if he because I was at the fire when he had walked away. Mm-hmm. So I think he might come up and either I'm already preparing to start cooking breakfast and maybe he joins me while that's happening.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of room around the fire. Ival is the one kind of breaking camp and he's at the fire cooking.
Okay. Yeah, so if you guys come out of the tent or whenever Gwydion comes from wherever he was after their confrontation, whenever it's kind of Dagwood alone by the fire, he'd see myself and Philandris cooking breakfast, and at seeing you kind of approach Gwydion, he'd like look over you and like big goofy smile on his face, and he'd like wave at you Good morning.
Yeah, and this is the time, if you guys have forgotten, this is the first time you've spoken to Dagwood in about a day.
Yeah.
After his encounter in the Mushroom Glade.
Well, yeah. I'll say a good morning, Dagwood.
Are you hungry? I'm making breakfast.
I'm not too hungry this morning. But I should eat. I will eat.
So yeah, he continues doing that. And
Okay.
Dagwood has the... I accidentally closed my character sheet. He does have the Master Chef heroic ability.
Okay.
So
Go for it. And what does that mean? You just get like magically amazing food?
I automatically succeed at cooking food without rolling bushcraft.
Oh, okay. There you
go. I wish I had that skill in real life.
I know. It's one of those skills where you're like, an RPG, But real life, man, that'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So I don't mind doing that if you need me to. That ability.
Oh, to use it? You mean?
Sure.
Do you have to use willpower points then?
Yeah, one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So you're doing that. You're preparing the food. Gwydion is just sitting out there, kind of morose, brooding, and Brian and Virgil are talking about mushrooms, spiking the food with some mushrooms. But you guys are still in the tent, by the way, so you don't really see what's going on outside. However, you do smell a mixture of different kinds of food cooking. You smell meat, and I guess whatever it is Dagwood's cooking.
I think we would have heard Dagwood, maybe.
Yeah, you would have heard the muttering of conversation outside. Yeah, and you can recognize Dagwood, of course.
Okay, so when I hear that, I'm gonna ask Virgil if he'll hand me the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many mushrooms are you giving Brian? I'll just say you got, like, how many do you think you would have picked up when you were scavenging the floor of the glade? Like, it can be whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm sure it's like a handful, but
I'd say probably like about 6 or so.
3 and 3 of each.
Yeah.
Okay. And which ones are you giving? Are you giving them all to her?
Yeah, I'll give them all.
Okay. So you have enough mushrooms then, Brian, to kind of cup in your 2 little hands, because you're smaller than the average bear. And 3 are gold capped, and 3 are amber capped.
And I have absolutely no idea what that means. So I'm gonna have them like in my hands behind my back, and I'm just gonna like nonchalantly stroll out of the tent. So
you have your hand kind of like you're handcuffed, but you're holding the mushrooms behind you,
or
walking like a bishop or a priest or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
behind.
and I'm gonna see Dagwood and make my way to him. Dagwood.
Oh, good morning. Yes, I somehow made it through. Whatever that was, I don't really remember, to be honest. But this morning couldn't feel. I haven't felt better. I feel pretty good. Ready to get this day going. And he kind of like gives you a smile, but like his eyes kind of linger before he goes back to what he's doing.
Okay. So is Dagwood standing right next to this other guy, Ivil or Philandris?
I guess Philandris is the one cooking. I guess, Dagwood, you tell us, like, would you have positioned yourself next to him, across from him, on the other side of the fire? Where would you be?
Yeah, I think that I'm probably as I was kind of setting everything up as he came up, I Yeah, I think that I would be like doing things like preparing breakfast and then cooking breakfast right along with him.
Okay, beside him. Okay, then that's what you see, Brian. But you do notice Falundrus, he's not as talkative as he usually is. He's tending to the meat, turning it over the fire, not in conversation with Dagwood whatsoever. He acknowledged his presence, but he's just kind of staring at his work.
Okay. Brian will tell Dagwood, while you were out, you dropped something. It's in the tent. I packed it away for you so it wouldn't get hurt. You want to come get it?
Oh, sure. And he'll say, look at Flanders, say, I'll be right back. And he'll stand up and begin walking over to the tent.
Okay.
And he'll throw
you guys...
the tent opening and go inside.
Okay. So you guys are in the tent now.
Okay, so Brian's going to break down the idea to him.
Okay.
Okay, so you know how you passed out? You were in a field of mushrooms, and we got some of the mushrooms. And these two guys that we've been observing some suspicious behavior. And I would like to put these mushrooms in their breakfast.
Say no more.
Try to get them to fall asleep so they don't try anything stupid, you know?
Are we, is the goal to leave them here and continue to the Old Barrows or on our own?
I think so. I don't think they plan to join us, but they're acting real weird.
All right. Okay.
Well, no. Gwydion threatened him last night, he said. I'd rather just, I'd just rather them fall asleep. You know what I mean? We don't know their intentions.
Okay. I'm in.
Okay, she'll handle the mushroom.
So you see these mushrooms, like I said, 3 gold capped, 3 amber cap. They're, medium size. They're the ones that were all over the floor, not the giant ones. They look a little different.
So after you hand over the mushrooms, he looks at them and then kind of like his paws are pretty big, so he kind of closes his beans over top of them, and then he'll say, "So, did I really drop something?"
No, not really.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Just these mushrooms.
I see. Okay. And then he will he'll wink and then head back out of the tent. And he'll head back over to the fire.
Okay. Yeah, you head over to the fire. Philander's is still there. Ivel has moved around as well, kind of getting his gear. But then he moves over to a tree and standing there with his arms crossed, as if he's waiting. And I guess, Gwydion, you're still sitting. Are you sitting by the fire too?
No, I probably settled near Bellator.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm a little bit away, not super far away, but far enough where
eye shot, earshot.
Yeah, I'm within eye shot at least. Probably not good earshot.
Okay.
So I think that Dagwood he'll settle down next to Philandris where he was before, and he'll start doing whatever he was doing, fixing, getting the fire going, kind of messing with the logs in the fire.
Stoking the fire a bit.
Yeah, and he'll say, so today's the day. We should be there pretty quickly, yeah?
So there's a beat of silence as Philandris is still participating in his weird hypnotic gaze, and then he says, "Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking about something, but Yeah, we should be there by midday, I would say. Just a couple more hours.
So what should we expect when we first arrive? Do you know exactly where we need to go, or is it something that we're going to have to look around for?
Oh no, I do. At the top of the barrow is an entrance. It's a bit tricky to get inside, but we know the way. That's why we're here, of course, as helpful guides. And of course, after that, because myself nor Ivel here, my old friend, we are not warriors, not of your stature, so we will guard the horse and any belongings you wish to leave above, and you can go down below.
Well, you've been nothing but excellent guides the whole way. I mean, we've had some encounters, but nothing that's hurt very much. And then I think Dagwood is he's going to make his ears kind of like prick and move around a little bit. He's going to say, "Do you hear that? Is that horses?" And he'll kind of like look off in the distance, like towards the road.
Okay, so you're trying to trick him, basically.
I am, yeah.
So
to get him just look so that I can then sprinkle
So it's going to be either a persuasion roll, or I'd give you a performance roll. I guess up to you, however you think you're going about it. Just to see if he's
I think it'd probably be
since there is only
persuasion.
Silence. Okay.
So I'll say, I hear something. Do you hear that? And we'll see if I can get him just to look away.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Okay, a 4 is a success. You definitely do. So whichever direction you point or gesture to, he looks. Well, I don't see anything.
I will go, I will stand up like I'm getting ready to go over there, but as I do, I'm going to like wave my hand over the pan where we're cooking probably enough for what, 6 people at least?
Yeah, it's a good, they have that skillet that they've always brought, the cast iron skillet. It's kind of all mixing into some kind of breakfast mush.
So I will add mush and try to do it so that nobody sees.
So the question is, are you adding all of them, some of them, some of one kind, all of them, all of both kind?
I wasn't told that there were any differences, so I would just drop them all in.
Okay, all right, you drop all the mushrooms in. Are you going to try to like... So he's going to look back and notice there's these decently medium-sized mushrooms in the skillet.
So if it's like a big mush type of thing, maybe as I'm standing up, I will run like my paw over it and like
kind of
drop the mushrooms, but I will also I've been mushing them up in my hand.
Okay.
And I will drop them in, but I will also like rake my claws across the stew to kind of like push them under the surface a little bit.
Okay, so he eventually gives up, looks back. I didn't hear anything. Oh, do you smell that? It smells delicious, doesn't it? There's something different about it. I can't quite place it, but I guess that means it's about ready.
I swear I heard something. And I'm actually gonna stand up and start walking over towards the road.
All right, well, don't be long. It's almost ready.
Absolutely. And I'll look at, as I'm walking over there, I'll look at Gwydion and I'll kind of like give him a nod, like come with me. And I'm continuing to play this up as though maybe the horsewomen are back or something else, but
okay. So where are you guys going? Just on the edge of camp, outside of the tree line?
Yeah, to the edge of the camp.
Are you trying to be out of sight or just out of earshot?
Out of range of them.
Okay.
Like I'm
like visually, or just they can't hear you.
Maybe not visually, because I kind of want them to see that I'm like taking this what I heard seriously.
Okay.
And then I'm not just like quickly dismissing it. So walking over and like really listening, and looking down the roads to both sides and really checking to make sure that there's nobody actually coming.
All right. Does Gwydion follow?
Nope. Yeah, he does.
Ruin all that talk and Ruin the plans. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get up and saunter on over there, see what it is Dagwood is nodding for. What is it?
I will say, well, maybe it was just maybe it's just the wind. And I'll sit there for a little bit and I'm like, turns out I'm not hungry anymore. And neither are you. And I'll turn around and start walking back and like shrug like, I don't know. Don't know what that could have been.
I love the mystery. Even amongst friends, there's mystery.
Gwydion will go sit back next to Bellator, pull an apple out of the saddlebag, take a couple bites of it, and then feed the rest to Bellator.
Okay. So Virgil, you witness all of this. You see Dagwood feign, or try to trick Philandris, drop these mushrooms that were once in your possession into the food, and then Dagwood and Gwydion kind of go converse a little bit outside of the camp.
I'd like to think Virgil actually ran, believing that something was approaching.
Really? Okay. So he basically bought Dagwood's tale of the horse sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, where did you run to?
He ran further down the road a little bit.
Okay, so you left camp, exited the trees, and just took off. So I guess then, yeah, Dagwood, I mean, as you were talking to Gwydion, you just see Virgil just bolt.
I like look around at everybody, and then I will also then turn and head after him.
Oh, you're gonna chase after him? Okay.
Yeah.
So how far are you going, Virgil? Are you just sprinting for a while?
He's basically like doing a large perimeter around,
Okay.
but he's like in full sprint.
Oh shit. Okay. So Dagwood,
I don't sprint.
yeah, I was gonna say. I imagine you'd have a hard time keeping up with a sprinter.
Dagwood, not a long distance runner or a sprinter.
Yeah. Okay, so then yeah, I mean, you just see you're left in a dust cloud of Virgil's, and then I guess Brian, you see all of this too, right? You exited the tent, and okay. So right now, Philandris is taking all of the plates that you guys are very familiar with and distributing the food among them in equal portions, giving a little bit more to Dagwood because he knows he's a hungry boy. And yeah, eventually Ivil joins Philandris around the fire. They sit down. They're kind of craning their heads, looking around. Dagwood, you said you returned to the fire, right? To the camp?
Yep, I would eventually go back to the camp. Yeah, and to the fire.
Well, this smells fantastic.
You did an excellent job.
Thank you for the help.
No,
Yeah,
thank you.
yes. Oh, well, of course. I insist here. And he hands you over the largest plate of food.
Yeah, Dagwood takes it and he takes a scoop of it and takes a bite.
Okay.
It is.
Go ahead.
Oh, wow. This is so good. Please, I can't be. It's rude if I'm the only one eating. Go ahead.
Okay.
He'll take another bite.
It seems that. Are you swallowing this, or are you just putting it in your mouth?
I think at this point he's like, really savoring it. He has it in his mouth and is just kind of like.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
It's just like right on the back of your tongue, ready to spill down into your gullet. You're just really having a hard time not swallowing this down to warm your belly. But then, yeah, you see Philandris eventually digs in with a spoon. Ivil is sitting, also watching his friend, and then finally starts eating some of it. What about the rest of you guys?
I'll,
Well, I guess Virgil's like gone somewhere, but
yeah, he's sprinting right now.
everybody else.
I'll approach the camp or the fire, and I'll look at the plates of food,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll look at what's his name, Evil, and I'll kneel down and I'll kind of whisper, how do I know you didn't poison this?
Oh, you just say that to him, huh?
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you with a expressionless gaze. Poison. Why would I do that? And he takes another bite.
Maybe for the same reasons you and your friend have kind of tried to snoop through my belongings in the middle of the night. I know about it.
Ain't been no snooping, don't know what you're talking about. And he takes another bite. He swallows it down, and he blinks, and he kind of twitches his nose like he's about to sneeze. And he almost like he's sitting on this this log around the fire, and he kind of wavers for a moment, and then catches himself, almost like he's teetering on the edge of a cliff. And then he shakes his head and goes back to eating. Anyway, what is it you were saying? Poison? Ha. Poison's for cowards. And this is the most you've heard Ivel talk the entire trip. And Felundrus is over there eating heartily. I can't believe this is delicious. I don't know what's in this thing, but And you kind of see the same effect. He kind of squishes, or he crinkles his nose like he's about to sneeze. He rubs his eyes, does that teetering kind of rotation, and then just, plants his feet on the ground to rebalance himself. Whew. It has quite the kick, wouldn't you say? And he says this to you, Dagwood.
Yeah, Dagwood looks and kind of like smiles at him. Says, yes, I don't remember breakfast tasting like this before. And he'll take another bite also.
So I need to know, are you swallowing this?
I'm not. No.
You're not. It's still in there. So you're basically talking. Yeah.
And,
you're talking like rah, 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 rah. Okay, I gotcha.
I'm just pushing it into my cheek.
So that's like 3 bites, I think, if not 4, right?
And I could keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you do have a big mouth, so it's it makes sense. Maybe I don't know. Do you want to? Would you like to play a game of? This would be more an RP game.
Sure.
Where Dagwood loves food. It's very irresistible. This tastes delicious. Would you want to play a game where you roll to see if you end up swallowing a little bit?
Sure.
Based on this character. Okay, you can say a firm no. Like if you think like no, Dagwood is fighting off his normal desires.
Yeah, no. I think that's fair.
Okay. So let's see. What would it be? Like a will roll? Let me look at all the skills just in case. I just saw your will. You're like, I don't want it to be a will roll.
How about bluffing?
Yeah, bluffing's good. Yeah, let's do bluffing.
I don't think I've ever made a bluffing roll.
No.
So okay, so it's like he's pretending to swallow it, but if he fails, he accidentally does.
Yeah, he accidentally. Yeah, I'd say that's a good compromise.
Like my, you know.
Exactly. I love it. Okay, let's do a bluffing roll. Oh! So you can't. 16 is a failure. You had a 12. Do you want to push the roll?
No, I don't think so. I will go ahead and accidentally swallow, and then when I'm like, That is
Some
good.
of it comes down. You feel it just go down your gullet. It's warming your stomach. It feels you haven't eaten in a long time. You recall
Right.
it's been at least a day. You've slept a long time. You were famished, doubly so. So what I need you to do is give me a con roll with a boon. Okay, a 7 is a success. Could have been that 16 maybe, huh?
It was almost a dragon too. It hung there for a second.
Oh, hung there. Okay. So yeah, you taste this delicious food. It kind of just brings just tingles all over your body. You feel strangely satiated for just that little dollop of breakfast mash stew kind of stuff. And you feel your head is swimming a little for a moment. And it's tough for you to orient yourself. But in the last moments, it's almost like the world is spinning around you, and then it kind of coalesces back into reality, and you feel fine.
Yeah, I think that once I take that first like swallow of food, I immediately go, oh no. And then I go, well, this is the price to pay to make this work. Like to be convincing that, like the food isn't poison, because obviously I did something to it. To make sure that they're eating their breakfast, they need to see at least one of us eating breakfast too, and I helped prepare it. There's no reason why I wouldn't be eating it. So
okay, so after a time, both Virgil and Ivel, they clean their plates. Virgil and Ivel, sorry, Falundrus and Ivel, and Falundrus he slaps his knees and says, well, time to get on the road. I feel great. I don't know about you, but man, that meal, albeit small, really hit the spot, did it not?
it did indeed.
Yeah, I will also.
I feel ready to take on the day.
So, Brian and Gwydion, I'm guessing you did not touch your food.
I mean, I took it and then I dumped it off like in the woods or something. Like I walked
You
away.
walked away, okay. So you did it
Yeah.
in secret. What about Brian? What did she do?
Brian said she wasn't feeling that hungry, and just kind of like picked at it and pretended to eat like a few bits.
Okay. And then dumped it away or what?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What's Virgil up to? Is he satisfied that there's no horses?
Yeah, so he makes his way back to camp, trying to catch his breath.
Okay.
He is famished. Oh, man, I don't know what your eyes saw, but they're far away, very far away now. The coast is clear, very clear, but I am famished. Where's breakfast? Smells delicious.
So Falundrus sees you enter and he says, oh, there you are. Get it while it's hot.
Oh, thank goodness.
Sorry, Dad.
Oh,
you were gonna
yeah.
say something.
I was gonna look at Virgil and give him like when nobody's looking.
Brian's gonna start coughing, like something's in her throat.
Sounds like, yeah, need some water.
You were Virgil, and you heard this discussion, right? I can't remember.
Well, he's the one that gave me the mushrooms.
No, I know, but as far as the plan, right, to put it in the food, you heard all that, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I couldn't remember. Okay, so
Forgotten.
there is your that's what's going on, I guess. So Virgil, it's up to you, whatever you like. So you do see Dagwood kind of, do this kind of thing. You hear Brian cough. There is a steaming plate of food. It smells amazing. Can't quite tell what it is, but it's some kind of stew-like mixture.
I think noticing the cough and Dagwood kind of hinting at it, I was going to go, oh, right, the breakfast. You know, all of that run. Well, I'm famished. I'm also not hungry anymore. He's gonna put his plate down.
The breakfast. All right. Okay, you put the plate down, and Flundrous, he kind of frowns. He says, it was such a beautiful collaboration between myself and your friend here, Dagwood. Are you quite sure? Maybe we can save a little bit. We have a few moments before we get on the road, if you'd like.
You know, maybe we could put it in some sort of pouch or something for later.
Doggy
For the
bag.
road.
He kind of looks at you strange. I don't think it'll quite keep. So, Dagwood, Gwydion, Brian, would you like to have seconds?
I'm actually full. I'm ready to get going. And Dagwood will kind of get up and kind of scrape off the remainder off of his plate and back into the skillet, and then he'll get up and without like making any show of it, he'll just go over and start breaking down camp.
Okay.
Gwydion will have a look of disgust when he does that. Scrapes his picked out food back. He's double dipping.
So Flundrous kind of does the John Travolta thing where he's the Pulp Fiction where he's like looking around like what the heck, and shrugs, and then starts cleaning up, and Ivel joins him, and they kind of dump the food off in the bushes somewhere and clean the skillet. So after a little bit of time, unless there's anything else you guys want to do, it'll be time to hit the road again.
I want to kill them, but I won't.
I mean, you still can.
Nah, it's too convenient right now.
So, Dagwood definitely felt the effects, was able to kind of fight him off, and I don't know if there's any type of immunity from already having very intimate contact with these mushrooms and the spores and everything. Mm-hmm. But these two didn't. So like they didn't even go close to the mushroom.
Well, but after they ate the food, you could tell when I was describing there was something weird going on, and then they steadied themselves.
Okay.
So I'll tell you guys, since you guys have already used the mushrooms, mechanically what happened. So one mushroom was a sleeping mushroom, and the other one gave a boon on poison. And so what I did is I basically combined those things. So when everybody was rolling to see the effects, they got a boon.
Okay, gotcha.
Including Ivel and Flundrous. So that's what it. I was thinking, I was like, would it neutralize? I was like, nah, we gotta have a roll. So I was like, I'll just give him a boon, and that's why you got a boon on your con roll.
Cool. I didn't ask, but I thought maybe that might have been the reason. Is the exposed to the.
I figured I could tell you since it's already they're all been used. Okay, so they pack up camp. You guys get your tent. I guess you're packing everything else into Bellator's saddlebags, and they're waiting for you at the edge of the camp near the road with the packs on. So
before we join them, can Brian pull Gwydion aside and, well, maybe if we're all packing things up and they're not nearby, she can talk to the whole group.
Mm-hmm.
And just
they've kind of separated themselves from you, just looking in your direction, waiting, but they're out of earshot.
Okay. It looks like the mushrooms didn't work.
I put them all in. I don't understand why. They wouldn't have. They would. I mean, they seem pretty potent.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're immune to magic mushrooms.
Is everything okay? Or I thought we were. I know they're kind of sketchy, but I thought we were pretty cool with them.
I don't know. While you were out, they got even sketchier. Have you noticed how they're kind of distant this morning? I feel like they're up to something.
I mean, Not really. I mean, Philanders was perfectly pleasant while we were making breakfast, and I figured you had just thought about some extra ingredients that you had to put in the breakfast. So I don't know. I haven't noticed it, but I've been out of it. So maybe stuff has happened over the last day or two that I'm not aware of. I'll watch them though. I'll keep an eye on them.
Maybe I'm imagining it. I mean, I was gonna suggest we try to lure him to the mushroom field, but if the magic mushrooms in the stew didn't work, maybe they're just immune.
Well, we'll just have to watch them, I guess, and I mean, they're not going to be coming down into the barrows after this treasure with us. So their job is essentially done.
Yeah. I don't like that they'll be watching Bellator and all our loot. But if you trust them.
I mean, have they given us any reason not to, aside from acting kind of weird?
I guess not.
All right. Well, you let me know if you see something or if you need me to do anything. I'm right there, but I'm ready to get to our destination.
I appreciate your help with the mushroom plan.
No problem.
Brian looks kind of defeated, but she packs up her stuff and heads over.
And Dagwood obviously knows the plan and was awake for a lot of that. So he smiles until he turns around and pack up his stuff, and then grim expression as he finishes before getting everything ready to continue.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you heard me making all the threats last night.
I did, yeah. I know what's going on. So,
damn, I was role playing really good. I forgot all about it.
Okay, so are you guys going to join them on the road, or is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. All right, you meet up with them on the road. It's a nice day. There's clouds drifting by overhead. It's clear other than that. And I guess you guys just are going to keep heading north toward your destination. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So you guys continue on.
I'm already there, apparently.
Yeah, your token's already there. You guys can move your tokens up to the Old Barrows if you'd like. And when you arrive, this is what you see. The forest opens into a very large meadow, at least 100 meters across, so it's very broad. And in the center of this meadow is standing a small hill. And on that hill is a ring of stones, as you see here. And they're kind of oblong and kind of the size of a person standing upright, like an average height of a human.
Okay.
But yeah, you see this hill and you're in this beautiful meadow. Like I said, you see the shadows of the clouds rolling across the grass. And even though it is pleasant visually, there is a heaviness in the air that you can't quite place. And Philandris says, "Doesn't seem like much, does she? But I swear in her belly, mountains of gold. Should we go have a look?" Okay. So he heads over there. There's a quickened pace in his step. And he makes the top. And he's standing up there like king of the hill, like he made it. And he's waving you guys over. "Come on, hurry up. There's nothing to fear. We made it. You should be excited."
Dagwood is on edge, looking around, watching, eyes darting around, ears perked.
Yeah, you look around and you see the edge of the forest around you, and it's like I said, it's a really wide meadow. You don't see any movement anywhere else. You don't see any shadows, anything that looks like a trap whatsoever.
He'll be on alert as he walks over to where
Okay, so
Philander's.
you're going to walk up. Are you going to go all the way up to the top of the hill where he is?
Sure.
Ivil soon mounts the hill and is up there. Okay, you join him. What about Gwydion, Brian, and Virgil? What are you guys doing as Dagwood makes his way to the top?
I am going to take a moment to look through Bellator's inventory.
Okay.
To see if there's any items that I want to bring with me. So that'll take me a little bit of time.
Okay, so you're sorting that. What about Brian and Virgil?
We have like 2 items needed for this whole like demon situation, right? We probably don't want to leave them. I'm trying to remember who has them. Does Brian have one of them?
What demon situation?
Well, is it a demon situation? Maybe that was the last quest. We have like the horn, the seashell.
I have the pearl.
Oh, the pearl.
So
Okay.
as a reminder, you guys have these keys to the gates of power. That's where you're trying to get to.
That's it.
Now? And there is a rumor to be...
Come on.
There's a cancer in the middle of the forest that you guys have not been to yet that's sort of eating it from the inside out.
Okay. So I think Brian has one of the items, so she'll keep that on her. She won't leave it with Bellator.
Okay. So you're going to take that.
And then she'll ready her dagger kind of sneakily in her hand.
So you're kind of palming the dagger, like keeping the blade going up your forearm, maybe, like that style?
Yeah.
Palm all in your hand? Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And are you going to approach after that?
She's looking around, kind of seeing what the others are doing. If they're going to approach, she'll approach.
Yeah, you see Dagwood's already up there. Philandris and Ivil are both at the top of the hill. Gwydion is kind of fiddling with Bellator's saddlebags. And Virgil, though, what is he doing?
I think Virgil's going to follow behind Dagwood. He's actually really eager. He's hoping that he's going to find his hammer.
Yeah, exactly. You remember that they told you they saw an individual with a hammer come this way. Okay, so you make it to the top. Brian, Gwydion, you are kind of left. The rest of the party is up at the top of the hill. And what you guys see in the center of this ring is a stone slab. It's about 2 meters wide, and it's kind of covered by soil and grass. It almost looks like just another ornamentation of this barrow. Not really necessarily like an entrance of any kind. But you see Philandris walk over to it, kneel down beside it. Well, are you ready to go inside? There's one last thing to do, and I just happen to be one who knows how to do it.
What's that?
Well, the key to the door, of course. It's a bit tricky. Do you see? Look about you. Do you see anywhere, anyhow, to get inside? And I'm sure you're familiar with barrows. They go down, down, down.
Well, I've been in my share of barrows, that's for sure. I look around.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I see?
Look around?
Yeah, do I see what he's talking about?
Yeah, so he's kind of kneeling by this stone slab, this circular stone slab. Like I said, it's covered with grass and just, soil and things. Like it's almost hidden to the eye. Before he pointed it out, it more or less looked like a stone just sitting there at the center. So you do see this now. Are you going to do anything or just kind of inspect it from afar?
I'll approach it and kind of look closer at it.
Okay. Yeah, you look closer at it and you see that there is this this iron kind of shaft at the side of it, and it has these 2 wooden pins on either side. and he's brushing away some of this debris, and he points to it, kind of gesturing to it like ta-da, basically. See? Wouldn't have found that without me, eh?
I think you forget who it is you're talking to. I'm quite familiar with the entrances to barrows and what it might take to.
That's right.
The
greatest thief. Yeah, the greatest thief in the land. How could I forget? Of course.
I never said that. Others have.
Well, master of locks and craftsmanship, what would you say you do to open this thing here?
Nothing really. If you know how, that's the trick.
So it's a very simple mechanism. You've seen something more or less like it. You would guess that moving these two wooden pins out of the way would free the iron shaft to allow it to quote unquote unlock.
Yeah, I think that Dagwood will stand back up and say, but this is why you came, right? To guide us here and to allow us entrance. So I don't want to stand in your way. So please.
Oh, of course. Just give me a moment. And he turns his back to you, goes to the mechanism. You hear some clicks and some grating of stone. And then he shouts over his shoulder, Ivo, come give me a hand here. And Ivo walks over, and they both start to push the slab. And it's kind of rotating out of place, opening up a dark entrance into the ground below.
So, you will not be joining us then?
Oh, no, as mentioned, I mean, we're not really armed for such kind of a journey down below, and, someone needs to watch the horse, of course, and make sure that nobody comes by and spoils things, you might say.
It might take a while. You're going to stay out here this entire time?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it takes. It's a barrow. It shouldn't be too big down below. Just a few chambers, maybe. Some crypts to open, maybe. I don't know. I've never been down myself. I'm a bit of a coward, and Ivo here, he's a bit claustrophobic, but don't tell him I told you. And you see Ivo, he's over by the stone slab that's moved out of the way, and he's kind of rearranging. It's almost like he's trying to keep the grass and the soil, the things that were hiding this stone-like door, putting them back in place. So you notice that. He's being meticulous about laying like dead blades of grass across it and stuff like that.
After he says that he's claustrophobic, Gwydion comes back. He's walking up, as that's said. And he says, well, if your friend is claustrophobic, he really doesn't want to spend the rest of eternity in a casket. Both of you are going with us. I'm not leaving you with my horse.
They look at each other. Well, that wasn't the deal at all. We were here to guide you, to give you passage into this place, and we were going to split the treasure 50-50. That's what you agreed on.
We still will, but the deal's
it.
Changed a little.
Well, then we have to renegotiate. If we're risking our necks down there, we have to take more than half. Or we can leave right now.
That gives us 100% of the treasure. I think that's a good deal.
Huh. If you say so.
However, I'll renegotiate as well. We'll take 100% of the treasure, and you won't leave right now.
What's there to stop us?
There's me. I'll slay you where you stand.
He doesn't laugh. That's me laughing. He goes, ho, 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 ho. He gives his villain laugh and out sprouts a mustache and he starts twirling it. He
Turns into a demon.
I didn't take you for a thief, knight. I took you for an honorable man. We've been more than pleasant, more than accommodating this entire trip, and now you're stealing from us.
No, you can have treasure. You just can't take my horse. I don't trust you to not take my horse.
You said you were taking 100% of the treasure.
Well, that's because you negotiated, so I renegotiated. We can go back to my original offer. You take 50%, but you don't get to stay up here.
Ivo leans over to Falundrus. Told you we couldn't trust him. He was talking about poison at breakfast. And Falundrus kind of mulls these words over again, kind of narrows his eyes. So you're telling me if I turn around and walk away, you're going to cut me down as well as my friend?
Yes.
Who's going to go down in the barrow? You're going to leave your friends up here, Sir Knight? Or down there, I should say.
I'll go down.
Whatever. You're going down?
I'll go down with them.
You're playing games with me. You said you're going to cut me down if we leave. But how are you going to cut me down if you're down there?
I'll do whatever it takes to keep you and him where I can see you.
I'll tell you what. What if I go with you? Ivel stays up here to watch the horse and everything else. Keep an eye out. You need a good lookout. You know you do. What say you then?
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
Very well. And 50-50. It's only fair.
50-50.
All right. Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So while this is happening, Dag was obviously paying attention to what is happening in case
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, if you guys want to interject or anything during this, let me know. Even though
but I think he is doing it from a kneeling position as he is looking at the locking mechanism on the rock.
Mhm.
Is there a way to remove it or to disable it so it cannot be locked again?
It looks like you could probably take those, remove those the pins. Yeah, then that would prevent it from being completely locked. Yeah.
He's going to do that. He's going to take the pins out of it, and he's going to try and do it without anybody looking.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand. So clearly, Falundrus is distracted. Ivel as well. Ooh, 18.
He can't fail.
You get these two wooden pens. They're going to be tiny items, so you can just write them in your inventory. They're not going to count toward any kind of weight.
Okay. Yeah. The goal of this was not knowing where this would go. We're obviously going to go down there, but he's trying to prevent the possibility of us being locked into the barrow.
Mm-hmm.
So
makes sense. Okay. Yeah, you do so. And Falundrus, he stands at the lip. He kind of looks down. His toes are hanging over the edge, and he kind of teeters there a little bit. Ladies first? I'm just kidding. I can only imagine the valiant Sir Knight would want to go down there first.
I can go down first. I don't mind.
Okay. So you see, I guess if you're joining Falundris at the lip of the opening here, you look down and you do see that there is a rope ladder attached to the wall. It's a very rocky wall leading down, crudely carved from the earth. And this rope ladder looks like it's seen better days. It's a little threadbare. Some of the fibers on the rope are breaking, but it looks sturdy enough.
All right. It looks a little dodgy, but here goes nothing. Onwards to adventure.
So tell me about Bellator. Where is Bellator? Is she going to be hanging out up here? Is she off somewhere else?
She's hanging out. You know how she is. She'll wander off if she needs to, or if there's danger. Gwydion didn't really think they could steal her. He just wants to kill them really bad. He just doesn't trust them. But he started. So what was going through my mind was they were clearly not wanting to fight at all. And although Gwydion is kind of terrible for a knight, he's an exiled knight, so it makes sense. But he kind of started to lose the taste for killing. Like he felt like killing them was going to be too easy and it wasn't justifiable anymore. And his his twisted sense of honor. So now he's I don't know, he's mulling it over. But Bellator, yeah, she'll just wander about. If danger comes, she knows to run, to flee. She could find me again.
Okay. All right. So what about the rest of you? It sounds like Gwydion is going to start making his way down. Or you guys, any other kind of preparations you need to make? Anything else before you head down in there?
What time of day is it? By the time we get to the barrow?
It's about noon.
Okay.
So it's midday. So the sun's high in the sky. Ivil, he's sitting on the stone slab that he pushed aside, still fiddling with the grass and soil, kind of absent-mindedly, to cover it up.
I think that Dagwood will just recheck all of his equipment, make sure everything's good, that nothing that he has is anything extra that he won't need down there, and then he will follow.
Just check the character sheet, make sure you got everything you need. That nothing. I don't know how much stuff's on Bellator's pack. I know, Brian, you took one of the keys, right?
Yeah.
Bellator. And then did somebody take the other one? Because you guys have two, right?
I have the pearl. That's one of them. Yeah.
And then you also have the horn, the shell.
I think that Brian has the shell.
Okay, so you guys both have those? Okay.
I have a pickaxe, a shovel, a crowbar, and
You got all kinds of. You're going mining.
Yeah, 30
You're about
meters
to play Minecraft right now.
of rope.
So as Dagwood goes to step onto the ladder, he looks over at Philanders and says, "If there's as much gold down here as you say, how are we planning on bringing it back up? Just one coin at a time up this ladder?"
Well, surely you can hold more than one coin. You seem to be a sturdy lad.
Well, you know I am, but even that, trying to lug up as much gold as you're talking about up this little ladder is going to take some effort, and we only have one horse. Should have thought of that, I guess, before we set out. And then he'll start going down. ladder.
Okay, so you're going down before Gwydion then? You're going to kind of butt in the way?
I'll follow Gwydion. I'll follow
okay,
him
so
since he said he was
Gwydion's
going
going to go down. So you start to step on this rope ladder. And I need an acrobatics check as you are making your way down to climb this rotting wooden rope.
Acrobatics.
Okay. You start to slip down and you grab hold of the rope. Half of this ladder, though, snaps. But then you catch the other side of it. So the rotting part of it is broken away. But you're strong enough. You hold on to it. And you're kind of swinging there, swaying with the rope creaking. Just, with your heart in your throat because you almost fell into the darkness.
So I think.
Oh, go ahead.
I think Dagwood will look back up, and I guess Gwydion went down first, and I'm following. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, Gwydion goes by. You do see, you hear the rope snap. You see him kind of jerk, and then he manages to cling onto it, and he's kind of swaying. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Flundrus walks up and says, "Well, Sir Knight, that armor there, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, if you catch my drift. Be careful down there."
Dagwood will look up and say, and look at everybody, like his head is just like out of the hole as he's holding onto the rope, and he'll look at everybody and say, one at a time. And then he'll like kind of put his arm on the ground and let Gwydion finish going down before he goes down as well.
Okay, I'm going to need an acrobatics check from you as well, Dagwood.
Oh, I rolled it.
Oh, you did already? Okay, I missed it. Yeah, you succeeded with a 6. Okay, cool. So you're making your way down after Gwydion reaches the bottom. It is pitch black down here. The air is cold. It smells musty, dank. There's moisture. You hear the sound of rattling around you, Gwydion. Ooh. So what about Virgil and Brian? Who's next?
Brian will go down.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check as you make your way down using the wall and this broken rope ladder. Semi-broken.
Okay.
And Dag, would you join Gwydion at the bottom? So 11 is success for Brian. You make your way down as well. And Virgil, are you heading down?
Yeah, Virgil's gonna head down last.
Oh, so you're gonna wait for Flundrus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't be the last one.
I know you guys weren't saying anything. I was like, are you guys all just gonna go down and then let him? He kind of stands at the edge, and you can see his skin, his exposed skin, kind of get goosebumps. He's like, "Hey," he leans over to you, Virgil. "You mind giving me a little bit of a hand? I'm not a good climber. Maybe grab hold of my shirt or something."
Is he the one that I quote unquote caught out of the tree?
Yes.
You want to repeat of the tree time, I see.
Oh, I'm sure you're more prepared than that. I kind of sprung that on you.
That's true. I'm not good with moments of surprise. All right, I'm gonna help you down now, slowly.
Okay. So you are starting to help him down on the rope, and I need to find his. Oh yeah, it should just be like a. Oof, not looking so hot for this guy. Let's see what happens. So he's going to get a boon for the help. Woo, look at that. So he he makes his way down. You can hear his labored breath. You can hear he's nervous. He's kind of trembling a little bit as he's holding onto this rope ladder, but he makes it down with the rest of you. And Virgil, you're going to follow him down? Hey, push him. I just saw the comment. That could have been your chance.
So close. Yeah, I'm gonna follow him down. I'm gonna look at his name eludes me. The other
Ivel?
guy. Ivel. I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
Ivel
Yeah.
on my way down.
Yeah,
What is
you
he
look at
doing?
it. What's he doing? So he's sitting on the stone slab, and he seems to be so fixated on just rearranging the grass and the soil that is covering it that seem to camouflage it somewhat from maybe a passerby. But he's watching you, but then you can see his gaze slowly drift over to that, and then he kind of starts covering up the stone, for lack of a better term.
Okay. Interesting. And then yeah, I'll make my way down. It was acrobatics?
Yeah, acrobatics check.
Ooh.
That's not very good.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that, a 2.
Oh.
You nice. Okay, you succeeded. So you make your way down. All of you guys down below. I am going to change the map. It is pitch black down here. And let me switch it over.
Map. I'm the map.
Yeah, let me get you guys, get your tokens in here as well. One moment. Man, there's not much space in this area here. It's quite small.
So real quick
Yeah.
question, Jason. They were doing sketchy stuff a couple times, right? Or am I misremembering and just being a complete asshole for no reason to this
But what do
guy?
you mean? I mean, they were kind of they Virgil. I mean, I guess it was Dagwood overheard them saying some certain things that could be possibly sketchy.
And
but they
didn't
didn't.
Brian see him like going around my stuff at one point?
Yeah, and he said he was checking the straps and all that just to make sure everything was secure. He was never caught taking anything
Right.
from anybody. But yeah, there was definitely some questionable things that were going on.
Oh my god, what if they were just trying to be helpful, guys? I'm such a bad person.
Also, they did not react in a way that I would expect someone to react when they're like threatened with death. Like when you threatened him, he just kind of like watched you, and
Well, yeah, that makes me uneasy too.
yeah,
Because-
that was really like as Dagwood was like laying there listening. Like there wasn't like, you know, a like what did I do? Like what are you talking about? You know.
I also got the feeling like I know you're on to me, but like bet, you know,
Mhm.
like. So okay, never mind. I'm gonna kill this guy before we're done. I swear. I'm gonna try.
This is pretty
Probably
epic
not.
music for the dungeon.
Dungeon music.
It's more epic than I would have hoped. But yeah, you guys are standing at the base of this area here. It's cold. It's damp.
I
You
will
hear...
Right,
Yeah, you vaguely see some multi-directional places to go. But yeah, you hear that rattling sound coming from the shadows. And,
Dagwood will light a torch.
yeah, go ahead.
He'll light a torch. Dagwood will go ahead and
Okay. You
that
light a
up.
torch. Feel free to do the torch mechanic. There you go. Okay, so you're standing in a chamber. There are, as you light this up, there are insects crawling all over the floor. So, and you can see them, Dagwood, crawling up your legs, centipedes, just spiders, all kinds of stuff. and you're immediately like, oh! And so I need you to roll me a will check to see if you can resist fear. Okay, you failed it with a 15, but you can push it if you'd like.
I will push it with will.
Okay. Oof. Okay, got to find that old fear table. I think it's been some time since you guys have had to roll on the fear table. Let's see what happens.
It has.
Yeah. Okay, the fear drains your energy and determination. You lose 2d6 willpower points to a minimum of 0 and become disheartened.
That's not a good way to start this.
It's not. Yeah, so you were just petrified as these just giant beetles and centipedes are crawling all over you.
I would say like I drop the torch on the ground and start like frantically trying to get them off of me.
Okay, so you're going to lose a total of 5 willpower points, and make sure to tick the disheartened box. So
I've
Gwydion,
never
as you're
done that before. Where is the disheartened box?
It's under. God, which ability is it? It's under
Charisma.
Oh, charisma. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Okay, so as the torchlight floods this chamber, directly to the south, you see a door that is ajar, but Gwydion, where you're standing,
Mm-hmm.
you see feet of a fallen body lying in this little alcove area where the passageway turns to the north.
I do see that.
There's also a door to the west, a door to the east, both closed.
I will tell everybody there's a body right by us. I need more light over here.
Dagwood will pick the torch up off the ground and hand it over to you.
Yeah, Flundrus freaking out. Yeah, Flundrus also is kind of petrified. He keeps looking up because that is, even though it's not the brightest light, it's where somebody's torch went out.
Yeah, I passed it over, so I don't know if you have my torch now, or
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
if you wanna take it, then and light that, then I'll go ahead and close mine.
How do I activate the torch?
You have if you right click on your token,
Yeah,
you
there's
have
a little.
flame icon.
Oh, you got to have a torch in your inventory though.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can
So
pass it to you, or I'll just keep it lit. If that makes it better, or it makes it easier.
I mean,
Yeah. We'll just drag and drop it to my inventory sheet. I think we can give each other items because
All right, let me see if I can.
if not, I can do it for you. So let me know.
Yes,
Okay, cool. And just make sure, did it remove it from your inventory?
it didn't, but I just
Okay.
took it off there.
Okay, cool. So then, yeah, Gwydion, go ahead and you take the torch. It illuminates the way at your feet, so make sure to activate the. There you go. And then Dagwood's would be off, I guess.
Yep, it doesn't. I can't light it.
That's
anymore.
weird. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, you see this body lying on the floor.
looks like it's reaching for the door ahead of it.
Yeah, it's kind of. Oh wait, apologies. The music changed.
No, I was
Funeral.
sad I found a dead dude.
I know you were fat. You were sad.
I was
Okay,
sad.
so you see this dark figure lying on the floor, face down. Yeah, he's wearing a cloak. Looks like he's been down here for a little while.
Can I do a healing check to see if I can determine what he
Yes, you
died from?
can. So give me a healing check. Yeah, I'm guessing you're kind of keeping your distance for now.
Yeah.
Just observing in case he springs up or something. Okay, you failed that with a 14. You can push the roll if you'd like.
Nah, I won't push it. I'll be like, well, he's definitely dead. Don't know what killed him, but I don't know. What's the guy I drug with us? His name again?
Philandrus.
Philandrus. I keep thinking it's the Ival guy.
Yeah, he's far behind you. His back is to the wall. His fingers are spread as if he's holding on for dear life, almost like if he's, on the edge of a cliff, and his eyes are wide, and he keeps flicking his eyes up toward the opening where there's sunlight visible. And you do see another door on the side of on the other side of this fallen body to the north.
Right. All right.
And from where you're standing, you do notice there's a symbol on the door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I see what it looks like?
Yeah, it looks like a snowflake that's plated into the wood.
So that's the cold room.
That's the freezer where they keep all the.
Yeah, that's where they keep their milk. Philandrus.
He looks at you. His eyes snap over to you.
Perhaps you should stay in this room. Stay by the entranceway. This might be worse than I thought.
He slowly nods, unblinking, in your direction.
Dagwood,
his eyes after like trying to shake all these bugs off, he looks up at you.
There's a door ahead of us, ahead of me. Has a weird symbol on it. I was wondering if you could use your expertise to determine if it's safe to use or not.
Okay, I'll approach. I see
you see this dead body. You can immediately, the scent of decay. It's not fresh, but it's definitely fresh enough to smell.
Oh man, can we see like bugs crawling in and out of like rotted spots on the body?
There's bugs kind of all over the floor, and they are crawling over him and stuff. But you haven't gotten close enough to really. You haven't like flipped him over or anything. He's face down.
No, I don't want that music sting jump scare. I'm not flipping him.
I will as I'm approaching because like the bugs aside. Does this place look like? Because I actually think that. The Dagwood might have been in Barrows before. Like has a past of thieving and grave robbing is probably a part of that. So
that's
does this
totally up to you.
Does this look like a barrow that he's been in before? Like the chamber with all these doors and things? Or does this look different?
I mean, yeah, it has the makings of a traditional barrow.
Okay.
It's a burial chamber. You've been to plenty of them. Granted, the layout is kind of, it varies depending on who it is, where you've been, the culture, and so on and so forth. But it doesn't seem like out of the ordinary, with the exception of, Gwydion pointed to you, or gestured at the door in front of you, and you do see this wooden door with iron bolts on it, and in the very center of it, about eye level, is this snowflake engraving.
I'm going to approach
out of place for sure.
Okay, I'm going to approach the body first, and I'm going to see what I want to know what killed this person, with the idea that it might have been a trap, that he triggered a trap on the door or something, maybe below on the floor in front of the door.
Yeah, give me a healing check. Basically the medical role. Dragonbane. Oh wow, okay. What is your...
It's a 7.
Okay. I was gonna say, dang, I thought you were gonna hit it with that 9. Do you want to push it at all?
No, but I think that like maybe the body is too decayed and I can't really tell if something happened. like that?
Yeah, it's you kind of, this is not your field of expertise whatsoever, and he's got bugs crawling over him, and you kind of like poke and prod around, and it's tough to determine exactly what killed him. You don't see any blood based on this position. His head seems to be intact. There's a hood over it though, so he's wearing this cloak, and it's also covering his back, kind of spilling out off to the side.
Okay, I'll kind of step over him and inspect the door, looking at the snowflake, and trying to see if there's anything, because that I think would be my area of expertise, not the body, but looking for traps on an entrance to a door.
Yeah, so you examine the door carefully, looking for any kind of tripping mechanisms, anything like that. You don't find anything whatsoever. You just see this, it looks like an ordinary door with the exception of the snowflake on its facade.
Okay, so not seeing that, I'll turn back to the body and I'll kind of crouch down over it and I will search the body.
Okay, so you start searching the body. How are you searching the body? Are you just kind of like lifting the cloak up, or are you
Yes.
Okay,
Pulling the hood back, lifting the cloak up, kind of like checking for, probably doesn't have pockets, but maybe pouches.
yeah, so you pull the hood back immediately, and half of its face has been eaten away, and there's centipedes crawling up his nose, out his mouth, in his eye socket. So he's been here for some time. Yeah, they're eating him away. You also find that he's wearing chainmail, as you can see. He also has a broadsword. It's kind of underneath his cloak that is spilled off to the side, out of his grasp, and he's wearing a backpack as well underneath the cloak. And it looks like the backpack's in decent condition. Do you want to check it out?
I do, yeah. I also I will unsheath the sword,
Mm-hmm.
and I will toss it over like a cool toss, like it looks awesome, over to Gwydion, who catches it flawlessly.
Yeah, it's totally like a cool
without
hat.
without a roll needed.
In fact,
wasn't there something like that in Lord of the Rings or something? Did somebody throw a sword and somebody caught it awesome, or am I misremembering?
I don't remember precisely that. Is this sword still sheathed?
No, I took it out though.
It's
I
unsheathed,
it
yeah.
so you could catch the
Okay, to make it really cool though, can it have its sheath with it? And when you remove the sword from this body, he throws it, and Gwydion could catch the sheath so that the sword like unsheathes itself, and then he catches that handle too.
Yeah, I think
that's how cool that was. Just
damn, it sounds like this needs a roll to see if it clatters to the floor. I feel like at this
sure
point.
What you want.
Sounds pretty awesome.
And my throw was perfect, so it's all on you.
You want me to make a acrobatics or a sleight of hand with the
I don't know. What do you want to? What do you think, Dagwood? How would he toss it to? Well, I guess no. It's more of a catch thing. I would say Dagwood doesn't need it. It's more of a catch thing. Yeah, you could do sleight of hand. You could do acrobatics. Whichever one of those.
I'll do sleight of hand.
Okay.
Why not? I got a 5 in it, but maybe it'll be like that last time where like I'm good. I'll just roll good. Please roll good. Oh no, that barely rolled.
Oh, a 9 though. Okay, so do you want to push it? That is a failure.
Yeah, I want to push it. I'm too cool for that.
Dagwood, without even waiting to see it, Dagwood looks over at Philanders and winks, like, "Oh yeah."
Okay, yeah, this amazing throw, Dagwood. It's just like it's almost like hovering on its way, without spinning. Just the hilts just right for the grabbing, and then of course Gwydion just becomes Butterfingers and fumbles it, and it clatters loud.
Yeah.
And this sound, it is dead silent down here, and you just hear, with the exception of the crawling insects across the ground, you hear clang. And it just reverberates throughout the entire chamber.
Oops.
Dagwood looks at you like little look of disappointment on him,
And that is why Gwydion is disheartened now.
Under his breath, he kind of says, noted. And then he's going to open the backpack to see what's
Okay,
inside.
so I'm going to put a broadsword in your character sheet since you have it. Or did you pick it up after you dropped it? Or after it hit the ground?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
so
pick it up.
You should have a broadsword in your inventory now. You open the pack, Dagwood, and you smell like rotting food in there, and immediately a wave of beetles and spiders just crawl out of it, almost, crawling up your hand, up your arm, but you step away in time. And that seems to be that's all that's in the bag. You kind of shake it out and just bugs scatter everywhere.
Okay.
Yep.
Nothing else on him. Thinking keys.
No, just the chainmail, the broadsword. The chainmail looks to be in decent condition.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll say, Gwydion, as you're standing over here, close enough to this other door, you do notice that it also has a symbol on it, which is another iron-studded door, oak door, and you see a leaf where the snowflake was on the door to the north.
Does this feel like family symbols, like something like that? Like, can we decipher kind of what these mean?
No, I mean, they don't seem like legendary symbols as far as you can remember, or familial. It's not like a coat of arms or anything like that that you can recall. It's just a leaf and a snowflake.
Okay.
So what about Virgil and Brian? What are you doing here as Dagwood and Gwydion are kind of inspecting this body, and insects are crawling all across the ground?
Brian has her dagger drawn, and she's just keeping an eye on things, mainly the sus guy.
Okay, so you're watching Falundrus then, pretty closely. Yeah. Okay. He seems he flinched as soon as the broadsword clattered to the ground, but other than that, he's kind of pressed up against this wall. What about Virgil? What's he up to?
So Virgil's gonna check out this door to the south. It shows that it's like cracked open on the map. Is it actually cracked open?
It is. It is ajar. It actually looks like it was opened forcefully. There's some splintered wood on the ground, and it is open. And on the face of this door is a sun. And you can't quite see deeply inside because Gwydion's torchlight isn't quite reaching that far.
Can I hear anything coming from there?
No, everything's completely silent with the exception of the insects crawling across the ground.
I'm gonna approach the door.
Okay.
And just peek my head around it.
Okay. Oh wait, actually, the door was closed. So I opened it so you can see a slant of light making its way in there. And in that slant of light, you catch, just barely, a body lying across the floor. And among that body, as the insects are crawling, there's some more splintered wood and debris around it. But you just catch like a sliver of it. You don't see the entire thing.
Okay. Creepy.
Okay, I guess we'll go back to... Is there anything else you wanted to do? Or, because then we can go back to Gwydion and Dagwood. Do the rotation.
Oh, one last thing. I'm gonna, like, peek my head around a little bit more to get a better look at the body. Does it look like it's wearing kind of the same thing as the other body?
I guess you haven't really seen the other body. Yeah, you haven't gone over to inspect it. But let me see
That's
if
fair.
you can see anything else in any more detail. Yeah, I'll say the one thing you do see is the torchlight is catching a bit of chainmail that's glittering. So this individual is wearing chainmail. But that's pretty much all you can see. You can see like the side of his arm, a little bit of his back, part of his boot.
Does it seem like... Would I be able to tell if it's like intact?
The chainmail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's wearing it. You can see it kind of peeking out in the, like I said, in the torch, the what little light is making its way in here. So it looks like he's wearing it for sure. And you notice also that upon closer inspection, even though it is glimmering, there's a bit of rust on it. So you know this, as of course a weaponsmith, or an artisan, I should say, that to have that kind of rust, it's probably going to take at least 2 to 3 weeks of being exposed to moisture, unless he was already wearing it somewhat rusted. But it seems like it's in decent shape from what you can tell. Granted, you can't see much.
All right. I think I might have found an armor upgrade.
Okay. All right, so Gwydion, Dagwood, we'll move back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Standing over the dead body, looking at a door with a snowflake to the north, one of the leaf to the west.
Well, I think that satisfied that there's nothing else on the body and that the door is not trapped, he will attempt to open it.
Okay. Let me see here. All right. So are you just going to try to push it open?
Yes.
Okay. So you reach out to push it open, and it creaks open. And as this thing opens, you hear a rattling sound echoing from all directions in this barrow. You hear the sound of stone sliding, the sound of shuffling, the sound of scratching, the sound of clinking metal, and that's where we're going to stop tonight, everybody. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Also, thank you, Patrick, for the system with all this cool dynamic lighting, as you guys can see right here.
Yeah.
Go check it out if you're playing Dragonbane on Foundry. Highly recommend it. And thank you, Andreas, for the tunes. Also, thank you, Noel. We're listening to music for dungeons now because we're in a dungeon, sort of, kind of. Mm-hmm. And thank you guys. Who do we got? Mini warm-up. We got Praetor 7. We got Das ist Verboten. We got Bunny Cat Likes. Grandpa. I think that's everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you for checking us out as well. And we'll see you guys next week to find out what all these sounds are. I'm sure you might be able to guess. So until then, have a good one. See you next time.